Hi folks. I think it's working. If there's anyone out there that can confirm this, that would be amazing. I don't know how long to give it before I start going. Let me see. I wonder. Alright, I think I might just go for it. What do we think? Hello, by the way, and welcome. I'm going to be doing my Monday's challenge entry, and the theme this week is Blue Monday, which I'm going to be honest, it was not quite as inspiring as the Enchanted Forest. I think Enchanted Forest was just so good, whereas this one I really feel like I've tried to push the concept to the front of my mind. And I actually only came up with my idea in the shower, so I'm very relieved. But yeah, really I was thinking about, you know, when you're struggling to come up with an idea, it's this feeling of like pushing something up a hill, or trying to get something down, you know, out of a tight space. You're constipated, you can't get it out. Creatively constipated, I should say. Yeah, so I thought someone pushing a rock up a hill is the best way to visualize the feeling of Blue Monday, where you've got that slump, you're struggling to do stuff. So yeah, I think that's what I'm going to go with, like a little character pushing a rock up a hill. And it's raining, it's grey and all that kind of stuff. Sorry, I'm just going to quickly check this is actually working. It's working. Okay, cool. Hey guys. Alright. Let's go. So I don't think there's going to be as much... Oops. There's not going to be any frame by frame animation in this, I don't think. It's just going to be purely design. And I'm unsure at this point if I'm going to do the rigging in After Effects or if I'm going to do it... Yeah, I've still got a few decisions to make, but let's jump in and start doodling. I don't know how to see this chat window. I'm doing this on like a bit of an awkward setup. I've only got one screen, and I can't actually see where the live chat is. So if anyone's talking to me at this point and I'm not replying, it's because I can't see anything, but I'm sure it will start appearing. All right. So let me see. Just make it one big hill. Maybe like this. So I'm going to do my boulder, and then I'm going to have a little person like this. And they're just struggling to get that idea across the line. I wonder maybe if that should come up a bit further. And I'm going to super quickly check that I'm actually... This is all working. Let me hop back here for a sec. What do you think about my animated background? Right. Now, how can I check what people are seeing? Where am I? Right, I'm just going to start drawing and doodling, and hopefully this is going to start to work. Right. So is anyone else doing the Mondays challenge this week? I found it, yeah, it's quite a tricky theme. I feel like Enchanted Forest is a bit of an easier starting point because, yeah, I'm not sure, it was just such a richer thing to play with, whereas I think Monday's challenge, Blue Monday, is such a personal thing for different people. It's something like the saddest day of the year statistically, which also, how can you even, like, I don't understand how they measure that, but anyway. Right, what do we think? Maybe some lightning bolts in the foreground and background. I'm going to start by building my rock. I can't believe we're already on the, what, 11th of January? Crazy. Oh, 12th. Oh my god, it's the 12th of January. Ah! What is space and time? Let's give this a nice... Oh my god, I went through so many various ideas for this. The one that I was about to stream before I moved on to this was the idea that inside your brain you've got a tap and the ideas are like drips, and then you'd see a little drip moving through a maze to the other side. But I don't know, is that a good idea? Should I go back to that idea, or is a rock up a hill Blue Monday enough? Oops. So I'm just filling in my base layer here before I apply any texture. I think I may actually need a sharper edge than that. It's better. And a bit more of a slight edge down this corner, make it a little bit more crunchy. Oops. I'm really glad I did the pre-record last week. It was a good way to sort of flush out my nervous energy before actually going live. However, now that I am live, I've done it through OBS Studio and I can't actually see any whoops. Oh no, I need to use my fancy transitions. Ooh. Now, there is a way to get a chat box up and I can't remember how to do it. Okay, if I suddenly disappear or the stream ends, I will be right back. But I'm just clicking some stuff. Studio mode settings. Advanced. Where are you? But I'm just clicking some stuff. All right, you know what? Let's just keep going. We'll figure it out. I wish there was a way to make like a sort of dummy thing, or like, oh hey, oh hi. Okay, I can see chat. Oh, I think though it's yeah, I need to figure this out a little better because this is gonna. I might do like 20 minutes of doodling and then I'll have a look up to see if anyone's actually chatting. Hey pal, are you doing Monday's challenge this week? Blue Monday. And do you have any tips for pushing through a Blue Monday? What is your like go-to song to pump you up? Right. It's looking rocky. Rock. And then I'm gonna use my spray paint. So this would be a really simple, I think what I'm going to do is the character's going to be in two poses. I think they're going to be kind of like hunched up against the rock, like, and then they're going to just push like out, and kind of their arms will wobble a bit and then it'll come back. And that's the loop. Is this the right thing to do? I'm gonna keep going. I've started now, so, and I cannot get on the struggle bus this early. Christ. Oh, fair enough. Of course, yeah, I've seen that you're doing all your flooring. Mad respect, by the way. I wish I could have more like practical skills. I mean, I do to an extent, but it takes me way too long to do things. This shape is reminding me of a Pokemon, and I cannot think which one it is. I feel like if I did this, it would look like a Pokemon. It's reminding me of a Pokemon with these kind of eyes. Anyway, that's not part of the design. Sorry, I'm distracted already. So next I'm gonna add it's a good workout. But it's like a productive workout, you know, you're doing two things at once. You're getting your flooring done and also having a workout. So I recently started the School of Motion illustration course, which I'm really excited about. And the first, like the orientation week was there's quite a lot to do in it, but I'm excited. The only thing that's like odd for me at the moment is we're using Photoshop instead of Procreate. You can use Procreate, but just some of the tips and tricks that Sarah Beth is teaching people is all based around Photoshop, so I thought I may as well give it a go. And it's been so long since I've used it that I feel like all my muscle memory is completely gone now. But let's see. I like the sort of simplicity of Procreate. So I'm just adding a suggestion of little edges here, and then I'm going to go around and make it a bit more rocky. That's funny. So you only work out when you move house. That's, yeah. Actually, flooring wise, in our current, so we moved into this house 2 years ago, and the previous owners love tartan. There's tartan carpets in every single room. I'm not even joking. It's like, and when we came to visit the house, they had tartan curtains, tartan cushions, tartan couches, tartan tablecloths. It was a lot, you know, each to their own. I'm all for like a bold pattern, but like in every single room, it's just, it's too much. This was the only room that didn't have tartan carpet in it, so but because there's so much of it and it's in every room, we've not really sat down properly. We're fixing other things first before we get to the carpet, so it's, yeah. I shouldn't slag people off for their creative choices, but it was a bold choice. And they also had like repeat pattern wallpaper, so like repeat pattern wallpaper and tartan carpet. It was a lot. It was like a visual cacophony of stuff, which wasn't to our taste, but we could see past it and see the potential. Now, this looks a bit random at the moment, but I'm going to add some tiny details, and then, or I think, yeah, when I do it like this, I try and add 2 tones in the base, a little suggestion of lines like this, and then I'll go in with a white and a black just to help separate it, and I think it will come together fairly quickly, this boulder. Right, so let me try white first. This may be too much. Oops. Is it maybe too much? It's like a weird rocky meatball or something, isn't it? Keep going, keep going. Once the details are in there, it will make a bit more sense. Touch over there, some here. Oh, this makes sense. Oh. Drawing those trees last time was painful. I really, yeah, wow. Who knew? I'm really pleased with how the enchanted forest turned out. It looked super cute. I'm going to add some detail up here just to separate those 2 little bits. Boop, boop, boop. Over here. It's good to see the sunshine coming out. This morning it was like a tempest in Scotland. It was pissing down with rain, like violent rain. I feel like it would have been like hydrotherapy if you'd went outside, like that kind of really hard, aggressive rain. It was very concerning. It's funny, I've got a cat who's very fluffy and she's got long hair, and she went out just before it started, and oh my god, she was so wet when she came back in. It was such a wee shame. Right. Are these details starting to work? Kind of. I think I maybe need a bit more of a mid-tone in these sort of areas, but I'll go through, do my edges, and then I'll do a little sweep just to add a touch more depth. So another idea I had for this was just a character trapped inside a glass sphere with water swirling around in the inside, but to animate that, maybe not within a week, but I would like to do something like that where there's a sort of glass sphere and water inside it. Just, I think they always look so cool. I see all these Houdini artists and stuff like posting, you know, like lava and stuff inside these spheres, and it always looks so satisfying. So yeah, I wanted to do something like that for this theme, but again, it just would have taken a bit too long. So I felt like this one was easy enough to actually achieve within the time that I had. Just darken that little crease up. Get overwhelmed. Oh yeah, by the tartan. Yeah, it was overwhelming. I'll send you a picture. It was a lot. And also, I find it odd as well, like, yeah, being in Scotland and covering your house in tartan is just, I don't know. Again, I think if it was like a limited amount of it, it might look kind of nice and classy, but ooh. Okay, so I might need to try some kind of lava sphere. That could be fun. I don't know if that would work for Blue Monday. How would you, like, you're so and down that you're like, I don't know, or you've got all this magma inside you that isn't coming out yet, that you, I don't know. Yeah, maybe not for Blue Monday, maybe for another theme. I should probably say as well, the colours for this, I think it's just 2 tones of blue plus the black and white. So what I'm going to do first, I'm just going to draw everything in grayscale and then pull it into After Effects, and I'll do all my colouring and stuff in there. This is actually starting to look not too bad. Just add a little touch more depth up in this little corner. Yeah, that's good. And then I'm going to go back over the top with, just give it a nice rocky feel. Ooh, blue lava. That's a cool idea. And also blue lava sounds like a motion graphics studio. Blue Lava Studios. Oh, maybe, should there be blue lava coming out of this thing? Or like on the floor below? Like, Ooh, I kind of like that. Like, oops, where am I? It's sort of running down the hill. Is the lava creativity? Oh my god, I'm on a... Okay, that could be like, if I have time, I'll add that detail in, but that could be quite interesting. But that, does this even read as Blue Monday? I don't even know anymore, but... I just need to keep pushing. Clear. That's a fun idea. And now I need to go back to my pencil. Oops. So you're trying to... It's put into a hole. I'm wondering if conceptually with that, what would... I think I like the idea of it going over the thing, that's his goal, is to try and... Because that was the feeling I was trying to express, is like you're really struggling to like get through the day basically. But I don't know if... I might need to put lava on the workshop table. I don't know if it will quite fit for this. I don't know. I'll get through my rock and then we'll see how it how it feels. Let's see, is this starting to feel? Oops. Is that gonna... Yeah, that's starting to feel rocky. Just a touch more in here. Oops. All right. It's almost, it also sort of reminds me of a Ferrero Rocher kind of, or like, I think it's more, you know, when like you get a box of fudge and they all kind of stick together. Don't know, there's something sweety about this, where it looks... That's quite an extreme line here, so I think I might need to feather this out just a tiny bit. I'm going to be quite intrigued to see how others interpret this theme, because it's, again, because it's quite a personal thing, I feel it'd be quite, yeah, I just think it would be quite an interesting one to see how people feel about Blue Monday, or how they express themselves for Blue Monday. Oops. Is this looking rocky enough? Some touches in there. Scrolls over here. And I think lower down, I'm just going to start giving it quite big chunks. Maybe a corner there. Character-wise, I'm not sure if I should give it any detail or keep them sort of silhouetted. It's such a weird boulder. Oh, actually, I might show you. I'll show you my first attempt, because I wanted to block something out for... So this is my attempt at a water sphere, which I think isn't too bad actually. But again, I just wasn't sure if this was reading as Blue Monday. But I might come back to this. Maybe this could be the blue lava thing that, you know, I could post this afterwards. But yeah, it was good fun to make. It started getting a bit mind-boggly when I was doing the sort of going around the back and then the front and then more coming around. It was, yeah, it got quite confusing, and I wanted to add more streams of water on the sections that are like open. So I'll come back to this at some point. But yeah, that was better than what I remember it being. Anyway, I've started my boulder and I'm gonna keep pushing it up the hill. I'm sure I'm gonna get there eventually. My weird ass looking boulder. I really like applying this sort of sketchy style to things like rocks and harder surfaces. Effects Monday, yeah. Yeah, I think this is looking quite cool actually. Or from far away, I think that actually looks... It feels rocky to me anyway, in a sort of stylized way. If I do a few more shadowy bits, I think I might already be on the way. Something there. Speaking of swooshy effects, I watched his Dark Materials, or we finished watching it last night, and the end battle sequence, the visual effects are truly gorgeous. If you don't watch the full season, just find clips of the end battle. Like, it was gorgeous. It was really, really beautiful. And the series as a whole, I highly recommend it. season 1's really good. It kind of set everything up. Season 2 is okay, and then season 3 was just, it was such a satisfying ending. And I've never read the books. I've only ever seen the TV show, so I had no sort of expectation of what was going to happen, and it, yeah, really, really good. And Ruth Wilson, who played, yeah, Ruth Wilson is incredible. I'm like her #1 fan now. She was just, yeah, highly recommend watching. So it's starting to feel rocky. Maybe a bit harder down here. Some more over there. All right, that feels good. I think I might go once more over with a white. Or actually, I might go in with a black and do some small cracks here and there. The feud. Oh Lord, it's a bit rough. Maybe it doesn't need to be black. The little chips at the edges. Maybe 1 or 2 over here. Whoops, that edge has no detail in it whatsoever, but that may actually be alright. Just add some in there and then boulder. Feud. I think any areas where there's a lot of grey, I might just introduce a couple of cracks. And a little chunk in there. All right, that's feeling nice. And then I might actually, this potentially won't work. Just gonna add in a couple of like denser shadows. Oops. Round brush. I'm gonna turn the opacity down. Just try and make it feel a touch more three-dimensional. I think this should help a little bit there. Similarly, I may put a lighter color here and there. Actually, that needs to go a layer up. Oops. Is it working? Oh yeah, okay, it's working. Okay, not quite as excited about this blob. Oh no. Alright, let me just tone you down a touch because you are now fighting for attention. Does that feel rocky? Alright. Some white pencil just to so hopefully these final touches should just bring it all to life. The tiniest suggestion of light should just make it all sing a bit. I really love the Procreate default pencil. It's brilliant. It's really good for these sort of textural. Is that too much? I'll do that at the end. Let's go around and get all my wee. Is it specular light? That what I'm doing right now? I can't remember. I'm gonna call it specular light. Let's. Touch there. Looking cool. It's like a meatball rock. There's definitely some, it's reminding me of either a food or a Pokemon, and my brain can't quite figure out which one. Oops. I'm trying to, so this year, my kind of motion graphics goals are to introduce a bit more illustrative work into my designs. Quite often I'll jump into After Effects, especially if I'm building, oh no worries. Yeah, thank you. Thanks for visiting. Bye. I've totally lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, so I want to add a bit more illustrative work into my designs, because quite often when I jump into After Effects, I'll build it in there with all the shapes and stuff, which is fine, but I just think, yeah, when I add textured elements like this and actually draw them out, they just always look so much more, it just looks so much more dramatic somehow. That's a very hot spot on this. I don't know if I like you. Let me just kill you down a touch. There we go. Do some scribbles. Yeah, I think scribbles at the end. Let's. Do. Then up here. All right. So I think up here I probably want a touch more, because it's obviously the way I've sort of designed all the shadowy bits. I need to have a sort of strong light source up here. And I think for the platform they'll be standing on, I'm just going to make that solid black. Can't quite tell yet if I'm going to have the character silhouetted or designed. If I do him as a silhouette, I might be able to do it like within the stream. I don't know. Not quite sure. Oops. Right, I think. Yeah, these edges need to be, oops, just a touch more defined. Then it really does remind me of food. Even though it looks like a rock, obviously, but there's something about it. And a little tiny bit of light over here and there. I need to figure out music. Usually when I do stuff like this, I like having the song in my head first of all, just so I know what the atmosphere is going to be like, but this time I'm going to design first. Well, actually, in saying that, I did the with the Enchanted Forest. I didn't have a song chosen for that. 5 seconds is quite tricky to get something that fits, I feel. I wish they let us do like a 5-second animation, but then you could submit, you know, the loop however many times just to cover like a portion of a song a bit better. I think I'm gonna call it done, my rock, because will I have drips? So I'm gonna have the scene raining. I might do little tiny splashes on it. Oops, I just realized I need some specular down here. I might also put in a crack or two down there because it's where did I put the oh whoops, I've done them both in the same layer. I normally try and keep as much detail separated as I can just in case I want to take elements out, but I've realised I've done the cracks and their highlights together. I think that's okay. You're enormous. Let me turn you down. Okay, so now I want to just tidy up this little edge. This one, and then over here. I think it needs something in there. Yeah, I think that upper part is looking a touch blank, so I'm going to add a crack there, add the specular, and then I'm going to move on to my wee person. I probably need to draw them out and then maybe build it in After Effects. I think I'm going to rig it in After Effects because I think it would be easier to manage the arms and the legs together. Let's go. What am I doing first? Let's do nope. Yeah, I think that's better. I think it's going to add just a touch more like interest into that zone because it was just a bit. Yeah. All right. So now I need to go back to white and my pencil. Oops. Was it New Order that sung or did the song Blue Monday? How does it feel I could use that as a soundtrack. Or find something adjacent to that. I don't know if that would be an obvious link, but... Oh, I'm a bit stuttery there, aren't I? Touch smaller. How does it feel to treat me like you do? Oh no, what? Oh, after just saying, oh, I should keep my stuff in separate lines, and now I've just added them to the same thing again. Oh, I don't know if I like that. It's maybe a bit hot. Oh, there's too much going on there. Just a hint, then hint, hint. Yeah, that's better. I don't know if I need to do this, but I might do just a layer of pure black and then just add... Oh, no, I don't know if I like it. Nope. Maybe? If it was maybe smoother, would it make it better? Nope, don't like it. I think I'm happy with that. I think my rock is done. So this section up here. Actually, do you know what I'm gonna do? Which might make my life easier. Flatten. And then brush. Whoops. Just rub the whole thing out. That's that will make my life easier. I'm gonna just to create some edges. Just take a couple of chunks out. Oops. I've lost signal to... What the hell? Come back to me. Oh Lord. Air server, what are you doing? Okay, so yeah, I've got 25 days remaining. Yes. Oh God, that better not have been off for like 10 minutes or something. That's so funny. Technical issues, please excuse me. Well, I might potentially move into After Effects anyway. Oh, is this starting to cooperate? Okay. I think we're back. That's hilarious. I hope that wasn't... I only realised that a bit too late. Whoops, please excuse the technical difficulties. I cut too much of the rock out and air fryer or whatever it's called was like, nope. Nope. Alright, I think that's a signal. Maybe I should hop into Procreate sooner than later. After Effects sooner than later. Let's just give us a tiny suggestion of an edge. I think I might have taken too much out up at the top. Tiny, oops. Yeah, that's right. Here. I could have just masked this in After Effects, but here we are, and we gotta keep moving. Oops. All right, how is that feeling? I wonder why that did that. Okay, and then let's just straighten. Actually, I'm gonna go just there, and then add a little bit of an edge, clean that side up, clean this side up. It's, oops, I'm gonna need to, oh hey Ash, hey girl. What do you think about my boulder? Every time I say boulder, I think of a donkey from Shrek. That is a nice boulder. I think I'm happy. I think I'm happy. Apart from this corner. Clip and some dark color. Procreate pencil. Okay, wow, that's getting really bright. 1 minute, I need to just quickly... That is a nice boulder. Right, 1 sec, I'm gonna shut my curtains. I'm gonna just draw my blinds a bit. Okay. Oh. Well, I mean, this is my first ever live, Ash, so, you know, don't worry. We've had some technical difficulties, but we're learning. And all right, I think that wee edge bit, I don't know if I like it. My eye is like drawn to here, so I'm just either I need to add or take away something. Go underneath. I think I gave it too much of an edge. Is that better? Oh, thank you. yeah, I'm giving it, it's a green colour story today, just with the background as well. I think I'm happy with that. Yeah, we're calling this boulder done. Rename boulder. I'm going to super quickly do a base layer for the wee person to stand on. Oops. That feels okay. Perfect. I'm not going to add quite as much detail into the floor. I think I'll maybe just do a quick scoosh of the oh my god, my brain, the spray paint. I really like the spray paint effect in Procreate. It gives a really nice, quite a nice bit of texture. And just a touch there to highlight him, and then highlight the edge. I'll maybe go a bit darker. I also wonder if I need grass in the foreground or something, just something to, well actually, if we're up a mountain, maybe some clouds in the foreground. I'm not totally sure this is reading Blue Monday, but here we are, and just gotta go with it. Procreate pencil. I'm just gonna add wee hints of, why can't I see anything? I don't want to spend too much time detailing it like I have done the boulder, but I might come back to that layer and do that. Actually, can I do it quickly? So let me get my darker shade. Okay. Speed. Speed run. This image honestly has captured how I felt about this theme. Just really trying to push it up the hill, get it across. Wait, let me just clip you off there so I can. Actually, yeah, that's a bit better. And then it's actually maybe too light up at the top there. I don't know if you're still there, Ash. Oh yeah. Oh, absolutely, yeah. Well, the first song that came to mind was the I don't know if I've misremembered this. Is it New Order? Blue Monday, the how does it feel to treat me like you do? That's where my brain went to song-wise. I think running up the hill with the boulder may be quite tricky. How are you feeling about your talk, Ash? Are you prepared? Alright, that's looking a bit better. I'm happier with this. And then maybe one more with a lighter color. By the way, everyone should go and follow Ashley. A wee diva. And then I'm gonna add just one or two little pops of white, and I think that will be enough. No, don't like it. No, 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 no. No white. Actually, what I might do instead is... Oh my god, it's getting really bright. Yay! Oh! I think I just got like free laser eye surgery. Holy moly, it's very bright. I mean, make it. It needs something. It needs something. Maybe just a. Is that kind of cool? All right, that's the. I think it's going to work. I think let's call it a day on this. So, rename mountain. 11:45 already. Holy no. Character now. Before I go from Procreate, I'm going to quickly do oh, not that one. Just going to do a wash background, a gouache wash, if you will, just to give the scene some sort of grounding in something. One, two. Sky. Oops. Do I do the person illustrated as well? It's looking really cool actually. I think I think it probably does need, now that I see it like this, I think it does need just a slither of white here or there on the flooring. Just ugh, what even is that? Gordon. I'll maybe just do one or two scribbles. Right, don't let this hold up. Take it out. It was looking alright. I can add a light sweep and stuff in After Effects. Maybe I need some clouds. There's a great brush for this and I never remember. I think it's like an oil painting. I found a brush accidentally in Procreate that makes really, if you do it in small circles, it makes really cool, almost like a cloudy effect. If I could only remember what it was called. Kyle oil brush? No, but that might actually work. How does it feel? Wait, let me turn off my boulder and mountain. I'm gonna pop these in a wee group. Done. No, it's not. It's maybe just the gouache wash. Yeah, I think this is it. Alright, so I'm gonna build up a couple of clouds. That's awful visibility. Just pop. Oh, oof, that's very bright on the eyes. That's better. And then back to my gouache. Oops. Just keep popping out. I think the key is to like, I think with this brush, some of the edges are transparent. So if you turn your brush size down a bit and just go gently around the edges, it makes a nice, it sort of obviously gives you a sort of density in the middle and then it gets softer in the edges. And then once you bring this into After Effects, it just gives a really nice sense of like depth to it. I don't know. I enjoy it. So let me, oops. But the trick is you have to like almost like flirt with the iPad screen. You can't, like if you press too heavy, oops, that's not going to do it now. Yeah, it gets quite opaque really quickly. Oops, as you can see there. But you have to sort of just gently, almost like hint, like, oh, I want a bit to go here. Boop. I can see there's something in there. Let me just. Just a touch more down here. Yeah, I think that's gonna look nice. Alright. Oh, so this is brush-wise, this is the gouache one, which I think, let me see. Where's the gouache wash? Ah, here it is. So it's in the painting tab inside Procreate. Ooh, I've never played with this one before. What the hell is this? What's it called? Fresco. Ooh, it's kind of watercolory. Or it sort of looks like stained paper somehow. That's quite cool. Alright, so let me see how he looks. Oh, we can adjust the colours in After Effects, that'll be okay. Let me pop it in front of my mountain and rock. Yeah, I think a few of them dotted about the place is going to be quite nice. With some rain. Maybe I make the sky a touch darker. Yeah, that's a bit better. What was on that layer? Is there anything there? Okay, delete you. Take my mountain out. Take the boulder out. Whoops. Oh no! Oh, why did it do that? I thought it kept it as a whole thing. Okay, don't move the cloud. And then add. Delete you. Move both of you out. Hello, hey Abby. Lunchtime. That's a really early lunch. You crazy. You crazy. Okay, I think I'm just going to jump into After Effects and give it a shot. So let me get this MC Blue Monday. Whew. Okay. Oops. Share PSD. And then OneDrive. Sorry, I'll be with you in 1 sec. I'm just sending this over. It has frozen. Oh, please don't crash. Export unsuccessful. Well, sorry about this, folks. PSD export. Well, this is awkward. I can't seem to export from... Don't do this to me! Is it because it's continue filling? Color drop, done. PSD. I think Procreate is unhappy for some reason. Some more technical issues. Bear with. Bear with. And sorry, Abby, you've just joined in your lunchtime and I'm sitting here trying to export something, so 1 moment. Yes, okay, it's working now. Christ. From Procreate. I'm going to try and build the character inside of After Effects. I'm only going to be on for another like 40 minutes. So I'm going to put everything in and then start building my rig, and then I might love and leave. I hadn't realised it took me so long to draw the boulder. This is taking a long time to upload. Ah, okay. Sorry for critiquing your lunch, Abby. What are you having, by the way? I don't know what to have for lunch, so I need some inspiration. Oh my goodness! I think it must be because I'm streaming that it's like struggling to upload this. Please. Yes. All right, so I can now turn you off. Okay. So I've uploaded to my OneDrive, and then I drag it in, retain layer styles. Yeah, I'm gonna use you. Get rid of this one. Okay, so here we go. Let me get rid of that. That's my sketch, so I don't need this anymore, but I'll put it as a guide. I've got the sky, boulder. Procreate's done that again. That's so annoying. If there is anyone out there that uses Procreate and you're exporting PSDs to bring into After Effects, it always brings it in uncropped. Even though I've said retain layer styles, it's very annoying. If there's a trick or a button that I need to click, like, that would be extremely helpful to know. So first of all, I'm gonna prepare these bloody, oops, things. Let's get my anchor point sorted. Mountain, you're all good there, and cloud, log you. That is very true. Ooh, tomato soup. I used to use tomato soup quite a lot for like pasta dishes. So if I was making like a big pasta bake, normally for like a volume of people, and you need to kind of like pad it out with sauce, just chuck a tin of tomato soup in. Like have your, like the real sauce going on, but then a little tomato soup. It's, yeah. It's good for batch cooking or making a big portion of something. Right. I'm just going to jump right in, and let's make you red first so I can see you. How am I going to build you? It's so good, actually. A wee splash of soy sauce, Tabasco sauce. Oh. How am I going to build you? I might just jump right in. So your chest is going to be kind of high. Whoa. What on earth? Let me just make this black. This is their body. I'm completely winging it. I think though it probably needs to be a bit abstract for this to work. And man, there's going to be no neck. Well, I'll see how I go on. If I have lots of time, I might arm. Shoulder. Boop. Boop. I should just keep the size like this. Just this hinge, like. What am I doing? Shape. It's probably 30, 30, 30. Oh, hang on. I realised I've just done the 30, 30, 30. Yeah. Normally when I'm setting up my limber limbs, I'll try and keep it like quite thin initially, just so I can see that it's all in the right place. Duplicate. Right. Fuchsia, and then you're gonna go behind the body. Is this gonna work? Now, where's the boulder? I'm gonna sit you. Oops. I just realised I've named his head the neck. There's gonna be no neck, is what I meant to type. Or, I think because I was saying the word neck as I was typing. Anyway, that's irrelevant. Alright, and then I'm going to attach the wrists to the boulder. The boulder is going to be anchored here. Let me just fill the base so I can see what's going on. That's something I do quite often, like when there's a lot of elements on screen, especially if there's a lot of texture, sometimes just throw in a fill just to make it solid so that you can work on, you know, so you can kind of, well, for me anyway, it makes it easier to focus on what I'm doing. So hopefully now, if I rotate, oh, the arms are so short. Ah, why aren't they bending? What have I done? Oh, right. Yeah, sorry, I made them a bit 50? What the? Is that this arm? Oh, please work. 100, 100. Yes, okay. I'll maybe go 125. 125. Oh no, no, that's too long out. 10, 110. Yeah. Okay, so let me fix the back arm. 110, 110. I haven't actually used joysticks and sliders. I've got a license for it, but I thought that was for like face rigs and things like that. I didn't realize it did limbs. I will need to dig into that. I really need to properly dig into Duke. I think it's got really powerful tools. But Limber, yeah, there's something about Limber that's quite easy and like simple. So, and I've used it so much now that it's just part of like kind of muscle memory workflow. But yeah, one thing I want to learn this year is doing proper kind of like character rigs and movements with joysticks and sliders. I think this is going to look really cool actually. See if I paint the shoulders to the body. So he's going to push. Wait, let me get the head going as well. Yeah, I think the two the combination of, let me just put in a couple of keyframes. That's so annoying. I can't, anytime I'm animating, I have to do like live sound design as I do it. So he's pushing. Boulder's gonna rotate, a touch, and then back down here it's like, trust the process. It looks dodgy now, but I think they're working too closely together. So if we offset that, it should feel a bit more, yeah. Leg wise, I think they're going to be fairly static. Yeah, Duke. Okay. Yeah, so I think limber, I may be incorrect, you know, at me if I'm wrong, but I think limber generates a shape layer that's all, you know, like got expressions and stuff, and you can make it tapered off and all this kind of thing. I think Duke, you have to add in the artwork and then pin it to it, and then it gives you like a little rig similar to this. So I think you generate the artwork first for Duke. I'm not sure. Limber can do something similar, I think, where it transforms your puppet pins into usable, riggable things like this. I think, at least I think. Right, I'm gonna super quickly just do, I'm just gonna add in some legs to see how it feels. It looks so light. I think he needs to come up and push for ages first before the boulder actually. Yeah, that's good. It's maybe going too far, or maybe just make it move like 1%, or like -7. Is that too little? Maybe he could do a couple of pushes and then. Yeah, I think maybe this one it could go a little further. -3. So this is my Blue Monday. This is like what it has felt like to try and get this idea out of my brain. But I think this is actually going to look kind of nice. So if I take that off for a sec, I'm going to make this mountain darker. It's, whoops. Curves. And also I'm going to move the hand at the back over a touch, and this one over here a touch. Wait, is that going to impact anything? I think I'll also do a moment where it's like and the rock kind of almost goes and then it just never does. No. And it'll give his body a tiny bit of movement. Up and then down, up and then down. Poor person, they are just not having a good day. I know, sorry, I need to stop. Even like the smallest things in motion graphics, it's quite funny. I feel like everyone always like if you're trying to describe emotion, it always turns into sound design. Like, oh yeah, it goes like whoo, whoo. Okay, that's a bit, it looks like he's pulling it toward himself. Let me get my clouds in as well. Whoops. You can come up to the front, and I'm going to make you bigger. How do we feel about lightning? Should I add in? I think I might just add rain. I think lightning gives too much, like, feels more aggressive somehow. Whereas I think this needs to feel like, ugh, like a slog, like you're trying to get through your Monday. 140. Touch in there. Something's not quite right about that body, and I think, oh yeah, okay, my anchor point was in the middle, which made it feel a bit awkward. I think, let me add in some legs. Hi Joe. Well, maybe I should do some live Foley for this. Actually, you know what, I will. I'll record some grunts and like, and then fire them in. Okay, I think I can turn off my sketch now. I think the rock needs to be darker, just a bit darker. And limber. I want a leg. Yes. Oof, they've got good flexibility if their leg's up there. Hip attached to the body. And then shape, I think it was 110. I don't know if these sizes will work for this. Nope, it's not going to. 30, 30, 30. I think so maybe, I think it should be more like this, and then this bit will be longer. This bit will be shorter. Yeah, that feels better. I wouldn't make the legs quite as skinny malinky as this, but I'm just setting up where I think they should go. Yellow, and then let's duplicate. Joe, have you done your homework for School of Motion yet? I think I'm going to do that later this afternoon. That's why I'm going to, after lunch, I'm going to take a look. But yeah, 5 images off the bat is quite like, whew, it's a lot. Are they both attached to the body? Oh yeah, look at him go! There's bits I need to fix, but I think on the whole that's feeling good. Alright, head-wise, I think the boulder should actually come more toward him when it's not moving. So like, actually, I know I've got 2 movements in there, but I'm gonna take them out. Nice. I know it is a lot of work. In some ways I'm excited because like, I think it's going to be really valuable and you'll learn a lot, but I'm also like, oh my god. Especially if I'm going to try and do Monday's challenge every week as well. It's like, oh no. Alright, lovely to see you. Enjoy your soup. I hope the soup was good. Boulder. Boulder, boulder, boulder. Body. That was it. Oops. So I want the boulder to be closer, I think. Because I want their, oops. And I think I want the head to be like almost squished against it. Let me start getting some keyframes in for the head. And then when it pushes, maybe it should be further out. And I think the head should sort of droop forward like as if they're doing this. So we're going to go forward and then down. Hopefully that looks like they're... And I think the body should rotate as well. Yeah, they're really trying their hardest, and then back to here. And then heads back up. Yep, that's gonna look sweet. Now let me just... So sometimes when I'm doing an action like this, I'll try and... Oh, hey Matt! So when I'm doing actions like this, I'll group everything together and get the pose correct, and then once I'm happy with how each extreme moment looks, I then go in and start like offsetting and making everything not quite as even, just to give the sense of like, you know, the parts of the body aren't like this one thing that's moving in unison. It's all sort of individual pieces. I think the head might need to come down first. Does it? Does that feel good? It looks so good. And why is the mountain... Oh, the legs are above the clouds, okay. Let me get you under here. And I'm gonna make them black as well. Just so this is starting to feel a bit more... And I think what's really going to sell this is the... Oops. I wonder, are his legs too high? Or... Or really... Well, you know, bring it on. Like, yeah, I want to... I definitely want my illustration work to get better, so I'm excited about the intensity of the course. Let me fix your ankles. Ankle. I think the pushes, I think that looks good. That looks a bit... I don't know what... I could do to correct this. Oh wait. Pose 1, pose 2, and then pose 3. Wait, is that the same as that? Oh, the boulder didn't come back. I recommend that, by the way. If you're trying to do a loop, I find I've never used this screen grab thing a lot until I've started doing sort of seamless stuff. So if you go to your last frame, you can capture a frame, and then if you go over here and click this button, it lets you see, just for reference. So it's really helpful when you're doing a seamless loop, and you bring it forward. Like, you always spot, yeah, or it's a good way just to help find like areas that need smoothed out. So what was I doing? Boulder back to here. Yes, something. I guess I'll fix all the timings and stuff, but let me fix his legs first of all. Cool. Start size. Let's go 60. In the middle, maybe 30. Oh wait, it is 30 already, Gordon. Yeah, that looks leggish. 60, 40. Something doesn't quite right about his proportions, but I don't know if I should. Actually, I'm also gonna change the color here. What do we think? It's maybe too light. Oops. Cool. Make the background a wee bit darker too. Not happy with this person's colorings at all. Or it looks like he's got no hips. It's almost like the legs come out of his stomach. But I don't know how accurate. I'm not aiming for accuracy, so. Unless I move the hips down, that maybe help this a touch. And then right ankle, left ankle. I'm gonna maybe make a little jacket or something. I'll come back and fix this properly, but I might need to keyframe sort of something to smooth that wee bit out. Right. Actually, that's not too bad. Should I make his legs a bit thicker? Oops. Touch darker so we can see it. I'm just doing this all in grayscale just now, just to make sure it reads okay. And then I'm gonna bring in the color palette and do my colors at that point. I need to try and get the sense of like he's shaking as he's doing it, like a. But I'm not. I might make the head a wee bit smaller. Contents. It's feeling good. All right. I'm gonna sort out. Yeah, I think the legs need to be a bit bigger or like thicker. It just feels a wee bit odd at the moment. What was that? 70, 50, 30. 70, 50. It's maybe because the arms are a little bit wishy-washy at the moment as well. Maybe 50. 60. 40. He's been lifting. And actually, I want us squared off. No, I think that'll be alright. Actually make that smaller. Yeah. It's looking cool. Body. Let me tuck the front of the body in a touch. Whoops. I think also what I'll maybe do is add like, I think I might have said this already, but I push up and then a pot of sort of like a struggle, and then he's like, and then goes again, because it looks too easy here. So I think maybe push, pause, push, and then he holds it, shakes, and then it gives up, and then the loop starts again. How would it look actually if I put this like in front of the moon? No, don't think that works. All right, let me add the, what was the size? 60, 40, 20. 60, 40, 20. You can't really see what's going on back here. I don't know. I think maybe it needs a shoulder like here. I may animate this with the body movement. Oops. Just to give the sense that he's like pushing forward and then coming back again. So as he goes up, that's going to go forward. And then he comes back. Hey. Actually, I may do the same with this shoulder. What do we think? Does that feel? Maybe the arm's a bit too long, actually. Let me try 95, 95. That feels a touch better. 95, 95. Oh no, yeah, that needs to be straight all the time. I was wondering if maybe if both legs are bending, it would feel more like a greater push, but I think it actually just looks a bit weird. Oh well. The angle isn't quite right somehow. I think I'm going to leave it down here. Keep it simple. Ah, the rock looks cool. Right, let me fix this arm. It's the back one here is bothering me. Right wrist. Let's tweak. See, this is what I was talking about earlier. Like, I build characters in After Effects, and I always end up thinking, like, just details like this around the shoulders and stuff. Any joints always bother me. I'm like, I wish I could smooth it out in some way, or have a rig that was more, I don't know. I should get into anatomy and properly learn, like, the option I have is to animate this path as well, so I'll maybe try that. Let me get both of you because I don't know who's. So here, I think we're probably going to be more like pushed in. And that is going to be more forward. Here. Whoa. Is this gonna help? I'm not sure, but let's see how that looks. Does that help? I can't even tell anymore. Hey. How does it look if the head comes back just a bit quicker? All right, well, I think I'm happy with how this is. I might stop here and go for lunch because I've got some stuff to do this afternoon. Let me just pop back here. But yeah, thank you for watching. I hope there's been something interesting in here. It's looking really cool. Oh, let me go back to my window. I don't know. I'm not fully happy. I don't think conceptually it's like as strong as what it maybe could have been, but it's all I got in the time that I had. So so I think what I'll do, go get lunch, do what I need to do, and then I might come and do like an extra hour of like putting in colours, some rain, and getting the loop to work. But yeah, thank you so much for joining in, and hope everyone has a good day. And thank you for keeping me company, Joe. And yeah, thanks for hopping in, and hopefully I'll do this again soon. All right, take care, troops. Bye.